Hi everyone, my name is May. Today I'm gonna introduce my final project for CS242 this semester, which is the airplane chess. So this is a chess game that is pretty similar to the chess game we implemented in the first assignment. It has some board rules and chess rules, or in this case, plan rules in this game, and it also has some features such as rolling the dice and stuff in this game that the original chess game doesn't have. It also includes some optional boarding rules, so I will explain later. So my goal for my final project is to basically implement all of the described features on this wiki page and then wrap it up into a website. So my weekly schedule for this is also pretty similar to the first assignment. So in first week, I'm gonna implement the board, the plan, so the data structure, and in the second week, I'm gonna implement a static user interface, and then add some more features into the game logic. In the third week, I'm gonna combine those and finish the game loop and the MVC controller. So in the last week, I will build a website for this and try to combine those together. So that is my final project. The motivation, so why I did this is I used to play chess game, airplane game a lot in my middle school with my friends, and I really enjoy playing this. So now I think I have a chance to build my own airplane chess. So I think I'm gonna do it. So and plus at that time I don't even know how a 4 week project looks like. So I just try to combine two of the assignments and merge them into one project. So that is like easy for me to handle the workload. Okay, next I'm gonna do a quick demo for what I have right now. So I also implement my airplane chess in Java, which is same as the first assignment. I have this is the data structure I built in the first week. I have the board, the command, the plan, which is same as the chess piece in the chess game, the user, the background music, static user interface, and the controller, and also the test, of course. Here is the user interface I have for second week. I implement this based on image and I set up all of the points of those squares on this image here. So those gives me the I can combine this with the structure I have in the first week. And on week 3, I have already combined those into this playable game right here. So I'm gonna try to roll this dice. Okay, so as you can see, I've only clicked on this red dice here and it automatically goes around. This is because I didn't separate players out in this week, and in this way it will be easier for me to debug those movements. And as you can see, I have added animation for those dice here, which is pretty cool, I think. And those 3 players doesn't have any action because they didn't roll a 6, and that is the number you required to start a plan. And in this case, the green dice have rolled roll 6, and it successfully take over a plan here. And after that, it can dice again, and then gives a 2, and that is the move of this green here. So I'm gonna do another round here. Okay, so unfortunately, those 3 players didn't get a 6, so non action for that. And this green player dies some number which is from here to here. I think it's 5 or 6. So after you have started playing, you can move that whatever number you have already rolled. So okay, so that is the basically how this work. So I can't show you how the end condition for this, since you have to dice all the way until one of the all of your plans have successfully land in this square. So that is like impossible to demo here. Okay, so that is a quick demo for me. So next I'm gonna explain how I implement this and the challenge that I have when I'm doing this. Okay, so the biggest problem for me in this project is, so at the beginning I'm trying to implement those exactly the same as I did for the first assignment. I'm trying to do a backend and do a user interface. So I'm trying to run the backend data structure on itself and then read from the interface is user interface is just gonna read what the chess movement is on the board on the back end and then display them on the user interface. So that is my original plan. And this works pretty well in the first assignment since it's very easy to build a static user interface for that. You just make a matrix of JButton and then you can just manipulate those. But so in this assignment, it also works smooth. In the first week, there's nothing different. But in second week, I found it's almost impossible to set up this board just using JButton or JPanel. I mean, for me, it's just impossible. So I switched to use the image here, which I can show you here. Okay, so this is the map I found online that I used as my board, and I also set up all of the coordinate, all of the location on this image for those squares and for those start points for my plan, and I also make some changes on my first week. So in the first week my plan class is completely built by myself, and then I decide to extend those from JLabel because this will gives plan some location and the image, and that is how I do for the static is how I do for the interface for this game, and that is the biggest challenge that I met in my project. So in the end, the possible extension. So as we did in the first assignment, we just complete the game loop, includes the start, restart for the game, and record the points. And after we exit the program, the records will be gone. So one of the possible extensions is to just build a database to store all of those information and retrieve those. Since I'm gonna use, as I said in the last week, I'm gonna build a website for this, and so it will be better to have a database for this website. Another possible extension is combine this airplane chess with a decentralized system. So, for example, all of the 4 player currently is playing on this one board, but I mean, using decentralized, you can use 4 board and ideally decentralized, ideally minimize those latency. So 4 players can play on 4 board, and those 4 board will be synchronized to each other. So that is another possible extension, and that is my presentation for my final project. Thank you.